Hello students, welcome to this video where I'll go over Capstone 3 for the Excel training. So we're following these instructions. I'll slide this over here. And here is our Excel file we're working on. So step 2, select the ranges A5, A10, and F5, F10, create a pie chart. So we are highlighting columns that are not together. Highlight the first column, press Control, highlight the second column, and our graphs are in the Insert tab, insert a pie chart, and there it is. Then it says to move it to a chart sheet named AppPie. Well, pie charts. Let's go move chart. This one. Chart. And there we go. It's going to move it over here. Step 3, we want a new title. So if you left click on the title, and we can just start typing here. April 2021. It's going to appear in the formula bar, not in the actual axes or title yet. Download by genre, and we press enter, and there it comes. And we want it bolded, so let's go into the home menu, press bold. 18 font, we can increase the font a couple ways. We can do it this way, 18 font, or we could have done it by selecting 18 there. And black text 1 font color. So there's our font color. We want this one. There, slightly different black. Okay, that's step 3. Step 4 is add category percentage data labels. So the best way to get the data labels is to right click on the pie chart, go add data labels, do this again, format data labels. It seems to be the quickest way to do that, or at least my habit. And what we want here is category and percentage, take out value, and we want it on the inside end. So I prefer the labels on the outside, but we're going to follow the instructions here. We can remove the legend, so let's close this off here. And we can right click on the legend and click delete. Makes the chart a little bigger. And we want to apply 14-point font size and black. So let's left click on one of the labels, and all of them should be selected. Go up here and change this to 14. And black text 1. There it is. There's our pie chart. Labels are fixed. We want to focus on the comedy movies by exploding it and changing its fill color. So explode the comedy slice. So if we left click on comedy twice, you'll notice that there's only that section is selected, and then we can go right click, format data point, and here is the explosion option, 7%, press enter. We can close that off and apply a dark red fill color. Well, a couple ways of doing this. We can use this paint can here. There's an option within that format data point as well. We could have gone here and done the same thing, fill, and selecting this color. We could have done it that way as well. A few different ways of doing this. Okay, 6 is the best practice is to include the alt text. So if we right click on somewhere on the chart area, we'll get this view alt text, and then we can start typing in what it wants. So I'm cheating. I'm copying it right from the instructions, and there we go. Okay, next, step 7. We want to create a combo chart, so let's go back to our data tab. What we want is the combo chart, selecting A4 to A10, and then F4 to G10. And we want a clustered column, so go under Insert tab or menu. We want additional options for our graphs. We want to show all charts. There's our combo, and it says cluster column line on secondary axes. That's the one we want. Okay, that. You want to, in step 8, cut the chart and paste it in cell A13. We can move it, but I'm going to follow the instructions here. Cut and paste in A13. There it is. That's what our chart should look like. Change the height to 3.5. So if we left click on the chart, we'll get the chart design or the format options. We want 3.5 inches and 6 inches wide. That's what we want our graph. Step 9 is to change the combo chart title to April 2021 downloads. So left click on it and just start typing. It's going to appear in the formula bar until you press enter. There it is. Apply black, text 1, home tab. That's all except the black text 1. That would be step 9. Step 10, add axes. Add a primary value axis. So under, we're in the chart. It's giving us different chart options here. Add chart element. We want axis title. We want, let's see here, primary primary vertical. And then we can start typing here. Number of downloads. There you go. Add a secondary. Axis, secondary vertical. And we can start typing here. Percentage of monthly downloads. So press enter. Okay, and we want both of them to be that black text 1. There we go. Chart or step 11. We can remove the legend. It says displayed 0 decimal places. Okay, so left click. Sorry, let's go. Right click format axes, and under number we want percentage with 0 decimal places. Change that to 0. Press enter. It's changed. Close that off. There you go. Step 12. We want to add some color to the plot area. So right click on the plot area, format plot area, and we want gradient fill. And this one, we're going to choose the light gradient accent 1. That is the correct. Yep. Closing that off. That's what it looks like now. We are on step 13. Now, we want that alt text. So right click on the graph area, view alt text. And I'm going to highlight it from the instructions and paste it right there. Perfect. There it is. Okay, now we are on step 14. To provide a visual summary of weekly totals for each genre, you will insert spark lines. So let's go back up here. We want to insert spark lines. So we're going to highlight B5 to E11, B5, E11, and under insert line, spark lines. We want the line spark line, and we're going to locate them in H5 to H11. And we click OK, and there they go. Apply black Sparkline Style Dark 4. So here's our style options. We want, I believe it's this one, black Sparkline Style Dark 4. We also want in step 15 to show the high point and markers. So under the Sparkline menu option here, we've got the high point and we've got the markers. The markers are basically the 4 weeks. And it also says change the high point marker color to red. So we can go under marker color, high point, we want the high point to be red. And that's what it should look like. Okay, step 16 is the last major task is to create a bar chart for weekly downloads. So highlighting, select the range A4 to E10, A4 to E10, and we're going to insert a stacked holograph. So in the insert menu, we want the stacked bar graph right there. We're going to move it to new sheet, new chart. We're going to call this weekly downloads. There we go. Apply style 8. So the chart styles, we're going to use that down arrow, and I believe this is number 8. Yeah. Add a chart title. Left click on that and start typing. This is April 2021. Okay, let's see, step 18. Increase the font size for the category axes, value, and legend. Okay, we want it size 11. So basically, if we left click on the category axes under the home tab, easier, we can just change that to 11. The value axes, same thing, left click and then go up there, change 11, and the legend, left click, 11. Okay, step 19. Because the largest value is less than 9,000, so if you right click on the value axes, we can change this to 9,000 and change the major units by 500. And it also says to place them in reverse order. Oh, not this. Place the category name in reverse order. Format axes, categories in reverse order. That's step 19. Step 20 is to add minor vertical axes to the grid lines. So if you right click on the value axes, we can add minor grid lines. Can't see them as well as on the black background, but they are there. Alt text, once again, so right click, format or view alt text, and we can copy this from the instructions, copy it right there, and we are good to go. The last part is to insert the footer, so page layout, insert footer for all of them. So if you highlight or click on one of them, press Control, select the other ones, and then go into page setup, header and footer, custom footer. You should be able to do the footer for all 3 tabs at the same time. If not, you'd have to do them separately. After this, basically, we save, and we are good to go for the 3rd capstone. So exploring series, then the sheet name, and then the file name. That's what the footer should look like.